Do you want to go to the next level of your business? Do you really know what is holding you back? Well, today on La Dolce Vita, the formula for fabulous living, I'm going to break down the formula on how to go to the next stratosphere in your mind so that you can play a bigger game in your business. So stay tuned.
Frankie Lee, dimmi, quale senso della vita?
The meaning of life is to live la dolce vita, which is the formula for fabulous living.
Hi, my name is Heather Picken, and welcome to the La Dolce Vita Show, the formula for fabulous living. I'm the catalyst in helping you to be more confident, create your dream business, and attract elite clients and live a fabulous life. Here's Heather helping you to upgrade your life to
Fabulous. Upgrade your life to fabulous. Right, Frankie? You're fabulous.
Well, hello and welcome to another episode of La Dolce Vita, the formula for fabulous living, helping women and women entrepreneurs create ambitious goals and really live what I call their La Dolce Vita life. And that is the sweet life. That is truly embodying who you are on this planet. And today I want to talk about taking your mindset to the stratosphere. I know you're thinking, Heather, what the heck does that mean? I want to share a story about how you create success and how your mind goes to the next level. So I'm working with this client, and we've been working for probably over a year now, maybe a little bit. I'm thinking maybe a little bit less than a year. But anyways, when she came to me, she was doing, pretty well. And she was kind of stuck in some areas of her business because I could see that the moment she would face an obstacle, she would tend to cave. And so what I did is I said, okay, let's look at your bigger mission, vision, and purpose. And I talk about this all the time. It's important to have a clear vision and have a big vision, because if you don't have a clear vision, mission, and purpose, what happens is that the moment you find that there's an obstacle, you're going to stop and you're not going to want to push through. And I can say this with certainty because I have been there many times. I wanted to throw in the towel so many times, and I'm so glad that I didn't. And I didn't because of my bigger vision, mission, and purpose. So going back to this client, I was looking at where her mindset was. And I said, what is your vision? Let's look at it. I want you to refine it. Because she didn't really focus on her vision. She was so focused on doing things in her business. Now, that could be a trap, because when you're not looking at the overall picture, what can happen is you get caught up in the details. You get caught up the moment something doesn't go your own way. And so what we did is we went back to the vision. I'm like, what do you want? What is going to inspire you the most? So when you leave this planet, that you're going to do something amazing, like you've really left your mark on this planet. And so we started getting into that. She started crystallizing it. And the great thing about this, she got out of her way. She started looking at that obstacle that she was facing in her business, and she was able to turn it around. Now, this is the cool thing. This is what I love, why I love doing what I do, helping ambitious women go to the next level of their business, go to the next level of any area of their life. So flash forward, she's now, she's launching a new program. This time it is effortless. Why? Because she's so aligned with her vision, mission, and purpose. Now, here's what happens in your mind. Here's how you go to the stratosphere, or the next stratosphere in your mind, is once you break through one goal, once you face one obstacle, you go to the next level of your awareness. And this is important because if you want to make a bigger impact, if you want to make more money and a bigger impact, you must take on the challenges. I always find it interesting when someone doesn't want to take on the challenges, and they'll never go to the next level of their business. So don't expect to never have challenges. So I don't know where you're at in your business, and maybe you've just started, or maybe you've been pretty successful, but you just can't seem to go to that next level. So I encourage you to kind of ask yourself, okay, what is really getting in my own way? Do I have a clear vision? So when I'm working with clients, I ask them, what is your La Dolce Vita vision? What do you want to do, be, and have that expands for the rest of your life? It's goals that are measurable, that you can actually do right now. And of course, to the day that you die. And this is important. This is so critical. You don't want to get in that trap of, oh, I need to get another client, because you'll never get past yourself if you don't have a bigger mission, vision, and purpose. So that's exactly what we did. We went back to her vision, we clarified it, and it flipped the switch in her mind to realize that she could do it. That's the cool thing. And so, like I said, she is doing this launch, she's nailing it. And now that she knows that she can do it, she's gone through the challenges and the obstacles. She said, Heather, I want to go to the next level. I want to get my message out there in a bigger way. I want to go out there and speak. I want to be a motivational speaker. I want to write a book. I really feel that my purpose is greater. And that's where we're coming up with another plan to help her write her book, to help her to get speaking engagements, getting her on TV. And I look at someone's evolution of their business. They evolve in their business as they evolve mentally. So that's why you have to go to the next stratosphere in your mind. And this is why it's so important to get a mentor or coach, or get in some kind of group that can really help you to get out of your way. I work with very successful, smart CEOs, women entrepreneurs, women that actually know what they want, but sometimes, they're in their own way. And so if you're listening to this, or maybe you're watching this, I want you to realize that you're not alone. And so when you really understand why you're here on this planet, and you get really clear, here's the cool thing. This is the magical part, is that you start attracting the right resources and people to you once you're clear on your vision. And then, of course, the other part is, I want you to align your mind to your vision. And what is that? Aligning your mind to your vision is every single day you're reading what I call your La Dolce Vita vision statement. You're reading it. You're asking yourself a clarifying question. Am I aligned with what I have on this piece of paper, or what I have on my iPhone? I have mine personally on my iPhone. I wake up every day. My morning routine is I wake up and I read it, and then I ask myself this question. Is there anything that I need to change on my vision statement? Is there anything? And sometimes there's a word or phrase I will change, and that makes the difference. And I start noticing changes. Literally, I've noticed changes within 24 hours of doing that. And I also practice what I call my mind immersion technique. And that is really focusing my mindset on what I want, seeing myself out there, seeing myself serve ever great amounts of people that I know I can empower on this planet. And this is where, if you've taken a marketing course, they're not going to teach you this. This is why the work, the inner work, is actually more important. I often talk to my clients when they're in their head and they're thinking, oh, maybe I should do more marketing. Not to say that you don't have to, okay? So I'm not negating that. But I said, let me share a story with a philosopher named Plato. And what Plato would do is he would teach his students to think abstractly, so what I call the stratosphere, thinking outside of the box, going to the stratosphere of their business. And when you're thinking about the abstract world, what happens is you're understanding how things really work. You're understanding the universal laws. And so people were laughing at Plato. They're like, oh, why are you teaching these abstract concepts? And the interesting thing is that his students that were learning these abstract concepts were the ones that were ruling the merchants, the people that were doing the work, that, you know, working on whatever the shoes and that sort of thing, the laboring work. And so I liken what Plato was doing is really grooming them to kind of that CEO level, right? So you want to see yourself as the CEO of your business, of your vision, and seeing where you want to take that. And you're going to take it as far as you want it. So that's my recommendation, is that you've got to launch your mind. You've got to launch your mind like a rocket ship into the stratosphere. See those obstacles. Okay, you've got obstacles. We all have them. And then push through those obstacles. You find a solution. You find a way around it, through it, under it. If you have to demolish that obstacle, you find a way, because that's what a leader does. If you're an ambitious woman, you're going to do whatever it takes. And I know in my deepest, darkest moments of what I call my freak out moment, I would have to call on other mentors or hire other people to get myself out of my own way. And I'm telling you, making those phone calls, I remember it was a Friday night, and I am freaking out because I did something very huge in my business. And I am like, how am I going to pay for this? And so I called up a mentor and I said, listen, I don't know what to do. I am so focused on, you know, paying my bills, and I don't know how this is going to work out. And they said something that was so powerful. And it's like, you cannot be focusing on that. You cannot be focusing on what you don't want. And that conversation literally made me to change the way I was seeing myself, changing the stratosphere in my mind, you know, taking off like a rocket ship, because that's what happens. Your mind is so powerful. And this is beyond affirmations. What I teach my clients in my work is beyond affirmations. Affirmations in and of themselves will never work. Because if you're just saying a bunch of affirmations that are not aligned with your highest personal values, then it's going to be incongruent. So that's part of the formula. You got to know what your highest personal values are. You also have to, again, you got to align your mind to your vision. You got to get clear. What is your vision? Give me the details. Don't be generic about it. Give me the juicy details of what this is. It's not a fantasy, but it's exactly what is most aligned with you. And then you're going to take action. And any obstacles that come your way, what's great is that the vision is going to reroute you. The vision is going to reset your compass inside of you to know that you're on the right path. Every great leader has had challenges. Don't look at anyone online and look at their business and think it's so freaking successful that they've never had challenges. And that's an illusion, right? That's a fantasy world. Every entrepreneur, every successful entrepreneur and ambitious woman has had challenges. And those people that will take on the greater challenges, they'll jump to the next stratosphere. So that's what I want you to do. I want you to see yourself as so much more and really tune in to my program or other programs like this that will actually feed you the nourishment that you need to get out of your own way, to go to the next stratosphere. And you really want to surround yourself with people that are extraordinary. And when you do, it's true. You are the sum of the people that you hang around. So if you're hanging around your broke friends, you're hanging around people that say, hey, who are you to do that? You tell them, hey, I am the one that's going to do this. I am a woman on a mission. That's exactly what you say. And you can use my words. Say, hey, I'm a woman on a mission, and I'm here to do something extraordinary on this planet. And maybe you're in a relationship, and I will tell you, when I was in relationships with men that would say, you can't spend money on this, you can't do that, who are you to do that? Obviously, those relationships went away. And as I kept getting into relationship after relationship during that time, I started increasing my power. I had to attract those things to me in order to get powerful in my business. And I wear this ring. If you're watching this on video, there's this ring. I'm gonna put it up close to the camera. You can see it. It's not on my middle finger. The ring says, be true to your dreams. I got this years ago. It's so beat up. I never take it off. But I got this years ago because after I broke up with this boyfriend that was trying to, quote unquote, put me in my place, I got the ring and I said, no one or nothing is going to stand in the way of my dreams, of what I feel I am called here to do on this planet. And I wear it every day. It's a reminder of me to never let anyone get in my own way. And I don't. I'm here to tell you, that I'm now in a great relationship, which is amazing. But I've been there. I've been there when I didn't have support. So maybe you're going through that right now. Maybe you have a significant other that isn't supporting you. And I'm here to tell you, girlfriend, yes, I just said girlfriend. I'm here to tell you, if you're in a relationship, and I don't care if you're married, and your spouse is not, or partner is not supporting you on your vision, number one, you don't need anyone's permission. Number two, you are here to live your life, not that other person's. And so why would you want to have permission to do something that you feel most aligned with? If you don't follow your true calling, if you don't follow your vision and mission and purpose, and you're in a relationship like that, what's going to happen, it's going to eat you up inside, literally. You're going to start feeling stressed out. You're going to create dis-ease in your body, and you're going to wither away and maybe die, right? I mean, who knows? And I say that with a boldness in my voice because if you understand how your physiology is connected to your psychology, you realize that you're activating, you're turning on, your epigenetics, which is really a switch for firing on, anything that's a disease or illness that starts manifesting within yourself. So we now know that through the latest research. They just don't promote it a lot because people are making more money by pushing drugs and that sort of thing. So medical drugs, of course. Not to say that medicine is a bad thing, so don't take that out of context. But I'm here to tell you, when you balance your mind, when you really pay attention to who you are and you follow your truth, then you can create whatever you want. And that's why I really want to, get this idea out there about going to the stratosphere of your mind, taking your business to the stratosphere, right? Your business, your mind, and not to let anyone, really stand in your own way. And realize too, is that there's always going to be a person or, many people that are going to challenge you. Know that, welcome it, because if you can stand in your own power, it doesn't matter what anyone else thinks. Their opinion is none of your business. Okay. So don't get in your head about that. So I hope this helps. Now, if you're listening on iTunes, could you do me a favor? If you found this to be helpful, could you actually write a 5-star review of why you love the show, what is most helpful, in any other topics that you want to include. I include everything from the mindset to the marketing, but I like to talk about very intelligent ideas. If you're listening, if you're an ambitious woman, you're not looking for watered down stuff. You're looking for, highly intellectual stuff, because that's what I'm all about. I'm about being goofy and silly. I'm actually the extreme. I like to be very silly, but I also like to be very intellectual with my audience. So if you could do that for me, that would be amazing. If you're watching this on YouTube, make sure that you subscribe to the button. There's a little subscribe button, because that's how you know when these shows will come up. You'll be notified, and then you can write a comment. So anyways, that's it for me. I'm taking off like a rocket ship. So I hope you enjoyed this episode, and stay tuned for more. Take care. So if you found this show to be fabulous, please share with your fabulous friends, rate, review, and subscribe on YouTube and iTunes. And I'll make sure I take a beatbox lesson, right? Or give my little chihuahua a bone. That's me. Fabulous.